is Zaidpour, who's followed by Volver La Vedette and Monksland. Settled in 4 and 5 as they begin the run now towards the first flight. In the Barn 1 Racing Hatton's Grace Hurdle, the leader is So Young and Paul Townend, showing in front of Suzette Ivray and Davy Russell. Followed in third place, Zaidpour and Ruby Walsh. Volver La Vedette, Andrew Lynch, followed by Monksland and Paul Carberry. On the run now to take them on the swing into the straight towards flights 2 and 3. So Young showing in front of, in second place, Suzette Ivray. Zaidpour is third, followed by Volver La Vedette and Monksland, the back marker of the quintet. Rounding the turn now to straighten up to face the second flight. Little change in the order as So Young goes along in front. Suzette Ivray is second and third place towards the inside. Zaidpour, tracked by Volver La Vedette, and Monksland drops in the back marker of the quintet. Over the second and on now to flight number 3 to take them up in front of the stands. So Young is the leader. Suzette Ivray followed by Zaidpour. Couple of lengths to Volver La Vedette and Monksland. Coming now to the third flight. Racing up now in front of the stands. And it is So Young in the lead by 3 lengths. Suzette Ivray followed by Zaidpour. And then Volver La Vedette and Monksland as they race past the winning post and race away from the stands towards the fourth flight. So Young leads by 4 lengths for Paul Townend. Suzette Ivray, Davy Russell, Zaidpour, Ruby Walsh, and then Volver La Vedette, Andrew Lynch, followed away from the stands by Monksland and Paul Carberry. So away they go now towards the 2 flights, taking them up the side of the track as So Young bowls along in the lead to Suzette Ivray and Zaidpour. Volver La Vedette followed by Monksland. There's very little change from the outset as they go now to jump number 4. 1.5 miles from the finish. So Young the leader at this flight in front of Suzette Ivray and Zaidpour. Volver La Vedette and Monksland as they climb up now towards the 5th, taking them up towards the top of the track. And So Young continues in front in second place. Suzette Ivray, Zaidpour on the rail, tracked by Volver La Vedette and Monksland. 5 runners over that one and climbing up towards the top of the hill. It's So Young showing the way to Suzette Ivray. Third on the inside, Zaidpour with Volver La Vedette, followed by Monksland as the 5 runners head towards the top of the hill, and the field covered by just over 4 lengths or so as they now begin to make the descent to take them down to the 6th flight. And it is So Young who's in the lead. 2.5 lengths in front of, in second place, Suzette Ivray. Zaidpour on the inside, tracked by Volver La Vedette and Monksland, although the back marker, 5 runners tightly grouped as they race downhill to the next flight just about a mile from home. So Young continues in front. Suzette Ivray with Zaidpour on the inside, followed by Volver La Vedette and Monksland. Right over on the far side now, a mile from the finish, and it is So Young from Suzette Ivray. In third place remains Zaidpour. They're tracked by Volver La Vedette and Monksland as they make their way across towards the 7 furlong point. And in front still So Young, just over 2 lengths up on Suzette Ivray and Zaidpour. Volver La Vedette 4 and Monksland 5. Racing now with 3/4 of a mile to go and heading towards the 4th last flight. It is So Young in front of Suzette Ivray, Zaidpour, Volver La Vedette and Monksland. Racing on now with a good run to the one before they swing into the straight, which will be 3 from the finish. There's been little change from the outset. So Young in front. In second place, Suzette Ivray, Zaidpour on the inside, Volver La Vedette right on their heels, and Monksland, although the back marker, right there in contention. The 5 runners come towards the 3rd last flight. So Young, Suzette Ivray, Zaidpour, Volver La Vedette, Monksland, as they come now to jump the 3rd last and head for the home turn. It's So Young in front. Suzette Ivray, Zaidpour, Volver La Vedette right on their heels, and just a length then to Monksland. They're rounding the turn for home with 2 left to jump as they swing in the Bar 1 Racing Hatton's Grace Hurdle. It is So Young from stable companion Zaidpour, making good ground on the outside is Volver La Vedette as they race now towards the 2nd last. It's So Young from Volver La Vedette. They're followed by Zaidpour. Monksland trying to pick up, racing down to the 2nd last now. Volver La Vedette in the centre. So Young, a slight mistake. Zaidpour Zaidpour is in third, and Monksland towards the outside, heading down out of the final flight, and it's Zaidpour who's coming back at Volver La Vedette, racing now to the final flight, and Zaidpour on the near side heads Volver La Vedette. In third is Monksland, and on the run inside the last 150 yards, it's Zaidpour now who's asserting as they race up to the finish, and Zaidpour will win the Bar 1 Racing Hatton's Grace in good style for Ruby Walsh and Willie Mullins. Monksland second, Volver La Vedette third, then So Young and Sussetti Ray.
Well, Champagne